Malik Basintale, who was shouting and clamoring for 6K men, 5K men, is now putting 9 million Ghana cedis, equivalent of 900,000 USD, into youth in Techiberry.
Nothing like that ever took place, and no payment of that sort was made to anybody. Ibrahim
Mahama's private jet departs Ghana for conversion into national air ambulance.
The Akuffo kakra, but Akuffo pono with the D11 and conquer 17 cities here. And yeah, this time, world crisis are full of cost never introduce E11. Patotio. And yes, that time way, and you be introduce some because a nuisance taxes are a bit affected the ordinary Ghanaian.
Yes, some phone you know kwaba ebiom emma juwarius ya fanasia and sama ekoso o my Ghana mu yede ni nyina egu ho ama ahefo eno achi no abusua panikowu so adomi aye crowd as usual oba be biebie nsem nim na edimu nkomo finally Malik Basintale babontin aba be yi nsem bia no after say NPP omre to no so say a youth employment agency wono Malik Basintale adiskabi ewo ho eno achi no ensem bebre e freche ba kwekwan ebeko ho na edin komo finally Ibrahim Mahama no kwasam se private jetter oyese o donate e de ama oman Ghana na ye de aye ambulance no kwasam se ade no abaso amasisi ame no kasei ensem bebre so ene fi ho eba eno chance excellency John Mahama enkomo bebre ene freeman pani asoye eba wen ensem foforo bi ni aboabo no a yede ni nyina ebre ahefo baransa na no abusua abeto dwase Malik Basintale embifo na ebedi sankomo no omosisi katwitwiri die ana atofo sen ede ama Malik Basintale a wadi ase no na eno achi no Malik Basintale babonten aba be ye expose bi baransa na no yenkotie nkomo a NPP fo ni di a ekofas ensem bebre eba enti yeni kenti wemra yakoba yebetie Malik Basintale die no na fe no abusua ransem nim na edimu nkomo.
I'm holding this document, which is coming from the Ministry of Finance. Because I don't have money, I couldn't print it colored. It is signed by Thomas Nyako Ampem. It is a commitment authorization for YEA. And they are taking over 360 million Ghana cedis from the government for several projects. Would you believe that when you check the appendix to it, Malik Basintale, who was shouting and clamoring for 6K men, 5K men, is now putting 9 million Ghana cedis, equivalent of 900,000 USD, into youth in Techiberry. Do you know Techiberry? Abedru. And you ask, since 2025, what have they done with it? And so if somebody is in Goldfields and he is questioning whether his job will be secure, it is because of the attitude of those in government. You pick 9 million Ghana cedis, equivalent of 900,000 USD, to go and do youth in Abedru, youth in Techiberry. Until now, we have not heard of it. They better not risk any low level of negotiation on the part of the state. That is what I've raised. And indeed, the minority has been consistent with its position. Who has been commenting about this 24-hour economy? Aren't you in this country, when you had one job, 3 shifts, 3 people, that there will be one job? They are even not going to create any new job. There will be one job. They will be running 3 shifts. So just as you are sitting here, you start from 6 a.m., you end at 2 p.m. Then 2 p.m., somebody takes over, ends at 10 p.m., and another person takes over from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. in the morning. Has it happened? Has it happened? You ask yourself. And now some of the members of parliament are telling the youth to enter into Indomie business.
Okay, abusua kwakwe we ane nkomo a NPP fo no edie baransa na no yensan ko na yenkotie nkomo a Malik Basintale adi afa sansem hu na ekoba ensem wachi pa.
Inti, I mean, we all stumbled on this story on social media. First, when your commitment authorization be from the Ministry of Finance, totaling
Obi.
Yes.
Obi.
Yes.
Ajemno me chairman won be I am the CEO of the Youth Employment Agency.
Yes.
We have nothing like youth in Techiberry production. In 2025, and no payment of 9 million was done to anybody under my administration. I can't speak for the administration before me, what I've here. Maybe a few will be here, and not the mean. But I became CEO as early as January 2025.
Yes.
And from that time till now, I am telling you on record, say, may youth in Turkey Berry Pia. You know, usually the YA is opened to a lot of proposals. Into Obi Wohoikra, say, proposal Bia, Osha say, yeah, a bit me abuama mabununa yedumaya. So what the baba anameba.
That's true.
Now with the bar, we will give you an opportunity to do your presentation, you present your budget and everything. Anameba. Into the companies that even came and explained youth in Turkey Berry, in my opinion, it was a very laudable idea. Why? Because almost they are going to teach young people how to convert Turkey Berry into tea bag and into local spices. And what we need to say, my friend is saying,
yes.
You know, say very healthy. So
that's true.
When you say it is one of the very hygienic crops we have in this country. And these people were going to train young people how they could convert it. Also, I thought that I say Akuffo yes. I think that's what most people use it for. But they said there are so many other things that they could do. They can use it for tea bags. They can use it for green tea. Now, yes, so you're made in Ghana there. They can use it for spices and in the cacao. So when they did their presentation, I said, oh, wow. Intimidation almost said, look, break it down and let me look at it. And they were even willing to train a single person, set the person up with the machines to do the conversion into tea bags and spices and all of that at the cost of 4,500. What is here?
4,500 per person.
That was what they were willing to do.
Okay.
They were willing to do that at 4,500. In Jamaica, no 4,500. This 4,500 every month. Don't say your beneficiaries, your more allowance. You know that. Every month would have even been giving them 500 cedis allowance. You understand?
Yes.
As stipend. And the training was going to take between 4 to 6 months because they need to teach them how to use the machines and everything. In the youth now, about 2,000 people they were willing to train now. When they train you, they will set you up with a machine to go and do it. These were the proposals they brought and other companies, the presentation. Aside what we do, I listen to people's proposal because the person can bring it up. But nothing like that ever took place. And no payment of that sort was made to anybody. In Kontompo, and you can say lies.
Lies, and Kontompo, and the same thing.
It's a barefaced lie. Nothing like that exists. We didn't train anybody in Turkey Berry. No, 1 CD, say almost 9 million. No, the American say 1 CD, 1 CD. You are sure 1 CD. For anything.
Okay, one or two questions, Malik. Number one, was there a request from your agency to the finance ministry for commitment authorization, which request included a breakdown of activities and activities no more the cost up to 316 million. Finance Ministry masa authorization no, and it includes youth in Turkey Berry production.
In fact,
yes.
Let me even give you the entire procedure to how things are run. But for the sake of your listeners, every agency submits a budget to a friend in Parliament. Do you understand?
Yes.
And then Parliament will go through your budget. Parliament will approve your programs for the year. Then, as part of the amendment of the Procurement Act, you go to Finance Ministry for procurement authorization. Mr. FDA, Obi, let me, does commitment authorization mean that the contract have been executed?
No. Say
okay, Abusha. Bra, mama sam wo kwa babi.
Mejo so am.
Enkomo we na tojaba quick one. Iye monwura mu e.
Mama ncha yahwefo nyina. NPP bro.
Oh,
ngomo bre.
Chenchena chen.
Yempe scandal. Na when kran kanye scandal.
Na dia.
Wodi me papa. Ade we say no kure say. Ghana the 9 million Ghana cedis. Enye say ya de kotu National Cathedral amana.
Oh yeah.
Tie niye pa. Enye say ekobubu ya de kobubula General Hospital na atu agu. Enye say aye other foreigners wo embassies ye. Private individuals dan. Any judges dan and ye de 9 million ikobu atu agu. And see the scanning come obi so on fam penti overhead bridge ase penti kake na mum no ye say no krempa the di pande kwen say o di kodua turkeys berry any kwan susu ano the brighter member sam na nkasa so na mama nkyere wo mfa so kakra e wo kwan susu ano ebia no obi nhye danim
sana Malik Basintale kwa kire mu no
bebre aka ho wodi se waka de ene aye tie fie mu a ye nimuo no aye se ema moja no ne ade no but yes scientifically aye approve aye nim se kwansu so ade maye ti se nka ya mpampo se de san 9 million ni be hyem ama youth no de adua na nka de adijuma yenre so oba turkeys berries mamenko key head benefit of turkeys berries na yenre was it treat anemia and boost iron. They are rich, natural source of iron, often used to boost hemoglobin levels, particularly when paired with vitamin C rich foods like oranges to increase absorption. Anemia, I don't know. Improve cardiovascular health. Yaka cardiovascular akoma turkeys berry the etimi ye bi no no afa was reduce inflammation and infections. They possess antimicrobial, antibacterial and antifungal properties aiding in the treatment
ade no untimi mono English na kiremu twi ni yanko
like asthma
brofo no obre kiremu twi ni yanko
tie wenya brofo we ye terms woko medical aspect omu use enti nya brofo I'm going I'm coming we medical terms American no ti wa bon wa hu eti ano no asthma eboa afa wo se manage diabetes ese kire yade diabetes ye so ati ase afa ye nko o se support digestive health ma ukura wudi dia etimi resa ememu yemre ema digesting tem ema nema konkan ebie mos rich in nutrients. They contain vitamin A and C for immune system support along with potassium and magnesium. Wa ko school kakra bia no nim ana afeye usage and precautions wo mudi ni nyina de agu ho no mo nti se wo for turkeys berries apart from say ye tie fie now buy a local ayina yenim se ebustu emamoja enti ese obi oni moja se quality kwansu so a yam ebi kura se famo kaka ho namnom ne mono no saa no the brata de setim ye de boanie enti se wondu a na ese sa na tie dia na se nkoma ni kura menani aku ho ni aye ni yi a enkebedu baabi no yebetimi aye the correct exporter pa kase pa e wa Africa nyina yebetimi export turkeys berry no ni ade akonkrofo aman so ni anya bia yebetimi di bia ye mojaduro ni nura hodo bebre abi anya mfaso afiri ho enu tinka we no kra no kanya mfomso the only mfomso anka bebem ne say Basintale 9 million Ghana cedis ye no na turkeys berries na odi kodua no enko amfa anua afa yamra asem na nkasa so the issues is bibia sani ho so also even one cedi mpo sei eni ho no na ni previous administration mpo onim so omu ye bibisa dia onim and wono so ba ye wo mu nye bibia sa and so we bra no oni obd nkoma na obi say obi sikari ye se atua mayana was there bi sikani ese dia ma na osedabi sika bie no a yetua ne dia ma wo mo
we say no ya be kan say a proposal e maburu bi ede ko Malik Basintale ho ana NPP for nan saka proposal ni bi and omo so omo de ba be expose but expose no go wrong
Gibraltar
asemo
and na me ne otie youth employment and agency omo bie wo mo pono de ato oro mo so obi a wani suade hunu bi e betimi aboa ama ye ma magura timi anya adwuma ye no o de ba na omo so atase na omo hyem so what you do ni say you sit down no draw proposal no now the youth employment agency mpanyim for the Malik Basintale no omo so age no omo atwem na eno na obi a be kom kra na ya NPP for na bi kra na tena ase and omo draw sa Turkish berry plan we yemfa nkoma no ye wi ani esa de aba abonten ni abeka se say na eko enu obi de ni proposal de aba enu kra say NPP for say NPP for or de akọ or de ko ye no the issue is enke ye good papa
Malik Basintale chemu no Matias yepa
unim say ye de kwanzo sa entozi abomunzo I'm telling you, so who you control still our own. And I said, who they control the Obian said the count, but in toast still do one name.
And you power idiot, you know.
Oh, why are you name of Menay?
I said you see dear, what are you betting?
And yet, Alpha Pa, I didn't my wedding.
Now who says some Chester city and Andrea? Or you cry at Yanaba? Maybe I don't cry, no near maybe Unquia. One shall no wedding. Debbie Wokrumpa would mean Yansabia would maybe an enwa. Maybe officer will yet a tosini. And I be a new de Babanum Coyeno. Wouldn't mean Yansa, I was so much no. Oh, my dear baby, dear Sabbath can be a yedi. I so wouldn't maybe an wanted you on Sabbath can be a betty, and only Munazo Grania, what was all Benoit. A quadruple said the intention, a good nipango, a bubu nadigo. A tuning no Grania, what was all Benoit. There be out to TV when I say ye, and I will say, Quaquabio, that Ben Abacas of my major home, Mercy, edit me a year, Jumani, we are editing videos in 24 hours. We had it in 24 hours. We had it in 24 hours. We had it in 24 hours. And no Paco Krawat me and Kabida. There be more chance for by and didn't want to judge our mono and if yes, I tried the other corner. Was the cup would be Wajan? Malik Basintale Nakasa, Julian Casa. And to sign it here, Waka, make Ramenoa, and Monosanoa blended. Now they are can't toast in home. The better would you know this still now. That's what was so what they are begun. I want them qua. What do you draw of Friday and a baby? And until we know for so, but at the end, say, I buy Nini, I buy nature 2 years yan near me. Ye buy a done one Casana Akuffo, as we in a Nanina Cabruso, near Bruno, and the Cavintele and Yabrepa, as a Quana or Cobo, Sa Sojanino, a Jubilee House one, and one of your bodyguard, Edema IGP, and what Cavintele and Yabresopa. Sada noa ya so na do ina sada na nan kwasa sam koso Jubilee House enti sada na skanda si but ade na de wo ba ya wuko 2 years ne bi nsiye eyi Sami Jamfi Malik Basintale MP for million pa
ne wo mo na dem andi si ba ba mu no
kujeto
Malik Basintale so wo tu ahwamabura di na chi wonya kasa 4k ne 5k ne hwanwa ya ahwamabura di na chi na nsan ya motesa ne yase wo yare no hu na se wo mo dodo but na ya niji o no wo ni ji ade wo social media so no ma ko fa yi bi no mo de abeto te so no AI ne de aba enu these are the boys are wo mo de NPP and say NPP ko opposition no mo boa ye de NDC ba bam and wo mo ba na ban no so mfa so wo mo ayo e wo mo so ti aba na mo mu dibre a wo mu die and say NPP a wo bra wo ba wo nya hwe no akwa no enu sa na tie da. These are the boys I want to buy and buy. No one dear co position. And to yen trust in the bay, a good woman massy. And until your part check is uncle for Bobo Dean, Sami Jamfi, Basintale, Sam Georgia, Nati, and the woman Kamunya, one must chassis a planet, yet the web boom, Yamfa, yet the web, yes, I'm a good tablaca, or Casa, foreign one Casa ye, no, I had the Abba, yes, Sami Jamfi, that could be a good old Dubai, near the Abba, yes, a fake radio. Poyando, was there Sami Jamfina, and your Majin and Ma, Nayet Papa Yokunu, onte. Poyando was a dear my oxygen, a regional minister of Kubogu. These are the boys of 1 more year, Juma. A dear man, you couldn't a Juma dreams to say, MP for no, I said, Omode, Amamu, says your more position. Omodi Amamu, now almost says send your mom, because I Jumedia way, Jumedia. Enka etimi baswa I think say enka bebuo mabunu no ama yenso so yenya niam bebre but it seems say MPP for no I say wo pesa de ne bebaso na ana what masi exactly ye be kan say almost say amamu no tie din no tie din no say Turkish berry say Ghana no originated no kra no ebi kra nya hanom ne fire
National Cathedral
dia abrofo no use papa
National Cathedral kwa mutam sika twitwi die koyeye
ade na me ne kwase bi je nwa chinyi ewo Facebook o another issue won ti ase na am say National Cathedral kwa mo ye eno na mo support National Cathedral but enne no de ebetimi aboa maburu nim se wo mu dua 9 million no se wo mo je ene wo mu di dua Taxberry no ene wo mo fa maburu nim maburu ebetimi employ wo mo awa fuo no mu wo mo do wo mo gusuo wo mo tete wo mo package and at the same time who be boa medics no so anya adwuma ye because for me say dey come wo be frafram no frafro no no mo dia ye aduro ye de bia ye mojaduro ye de bia ye niema bebre ye package bi digu adaka mu ye bi powder a de ye nuane digu no but the name no NPP who say no say beso a ebetinya create bibi because for the first time Ghana be ye omanya ye be export Taxberry na dim faso ba no man din sa be come up so because area se mi nwui na me nyanso nya research na area me kwa akorhwe se omanya won na export Taxberry park ase pa the brighter mi nwu bi
as an opposition I think say ba bia nka osam hweye na nu ya pure water for omso omo baba betutum eno na also as an opposition mi hu ni say ka osam mo din komo fa ho na o ajo butimi because nsuo de ahiafo nom asikafo nom tie na osam na nye adwuma Malik Basintale kwakoye bebo man Ghana ho na mo de mayi kwakofa
eno o man se be man ho bantem ompre wo mungugu sesia no mo sane ko munya botrempo nanka Malik say no kra onko no ngoje 9 million Ghana cedis no nanka ya hu se kwansu an wa anua nanka ya scandal kese pass wa diedi ne dia bebom pai ade ya ma yesa ne mo koje ampa dia bedua kra manya wanya ngoje nti won se mo ni maguase but mo twen nanka mo resa ne esi kono ampa ya hu se finance minister diskana man wa koje Taxberries no so ayahra bosom mienu ne nsaka scan ye nuai ane ye nkwa abonten dia wo ka bi no ane dollar no ba bia na gina 17 ne ye to nsuo ne 10 cedis saa ana ne ye to no ane dollar da so I was 11 enti nsuo no betum saa de koponi anaka wo de kopose wenum ne ade a I was an opposition mu boa adeva for ya say from alliance wo mo so wo beto lorry fam wo mo 30% ye ade enti no wo beto lorry fam 30% ye petro bra mo de lorry fam kodu current standard ya ye wo mu yi ne ye to petro 25 cedis no ne ade ane 17 ne ade ane ne nya kodu 25 no eba foma bedu 9 cedis no mo ante ahyenti ade so enti ande ne pagya no mu kakra kodu 15 ne eya wo so wo ba betum
ene obi ka se saa ho no wo mpanifo no mguguo ni nyina MPP fo
Dibrata ana wasa mo hwe na wonya MPP ni a ede ne wasa nka aye we ne wasa wo hwe na nka opposition wo de abebom na Ghana fo nyina hu say they are doing something but they ni ho no mpeso mo create no mo de be hye ho na I expose wo mo and now all the platforms all the social media ni nyina beda ho jandam mo ye jandam na kill jandam killed sane ma party na sa ko na chi entimen sra MPP amanyuko mo mpepre o mo ntuma mpemrika and somebody ba wo munya abotre no mo sit back no mo watch no mo resa ne si eko ansa na wo ne buma sibra wo de nsema beto dwa ne nyina ya ta wachi
quick one rescue no so a picture bi edaso enti mehwe we no me hu Ibrahim Mahama ne private jet no it was say Ibrahim Mahama's private jet departs Ghana for conversion into national air ambulance. And finally, Ibrahim Mahama private jet okase or donate at the ama oman Ghana no and say a travel akwa kopiemu amanonia ye kwa kotwana fe no ye di ambulance na shem na baba ye ambulance at the ama oman Ghana ni tenten ni tete wa nyina no quick one enim kom
answer we are kan na ebrofu the number can na medical terms so when explanation na wo di ama ye nkotwitwa wo mu kodenie ma bi ne foforo ne
wo kotwitwa no the ambulance no inside no wo metwitwa seat ni bi no matwitwa bi ahyehye
they wo no wo na ye adwuma na onim kwan mfa so ye ambulance enti no a good idea good decision ne wo sa ni power yi aluple na woto ye kapre wo Ghana ye tia se na wo de koto ye
so mo se ni nua John Mahama sika John Mahama na diskai ma no de akoto
John Mahama na diskai ma na John Mahama no nya adwuma John Mahama as a president no wanya adwuma
NPP for say Ghana sika
no nya bi na mudi kotu cathedral no de emfa Ghana sika no de ma no de koto private jet mo de no wen de mo de no wen ana de adwan de akotena America na wo per residential permit e wo akotena ho no aya America ni ba no no ana wo te wo no the first finance minister in the history of area say ebin si da even China need ya agree ke no kra no ya agree kana say okodi sika se corrupt kra what time me prosecute no ewiesi nyina bi nsi da wo ma bia ni wo bia ti wo so the first finance minister wo fra bam wa wani bosome abon mamu wo dwane ye okoye ene MPP e bi nsi da e de say John Mahama de sika ne ma no fine ana wo de kotoye ene nya na asa kwa aba be sie na aso no ye nsan kan ya de tinka mfom so be ne wo ho ene nya John Mahama so na de sika ma no because Ibrahim Mahama de obetimi di sika aton Ghana nyina ye ntimi fie sika nto because ye ni kapre na dan ko Akuffo addo ba de koko kosi awowa get fan wo de akosi awowa every photo bia ye body to heritage fan kona ko bisa and ni nyina so odi mo hwe andi se ba no obebia photo ba no de akosi awowa ene koko hu nsaba ye kesiri nyina na ni e benya sika fan to nyina ko bisa Akuffo addo de koko fan ko ye so de ase enti adie na mo ba mo de ye ene nyame ndorma o asempa aba ebia na meme bayare yo chena bi na ebia na wose ye fawiyo msiani ade me ko mini ka prede ba de bia na nyame besu afre me na ebia na mpanyimfo ahu na yesi yemfa nko fa busua yemfa no nko Europe se na ebe obetimi akonya ayarhwe because since I am mpanyimfo no hunyansa anya wo modre se ombesi be fitting tie asam na me can be fitting world class hospital anya doctors ni ani o ye wo doctors e binuma ben cha abrofo no ade papa ya no ye innovation ni technology ye ye frempon boatin anu ono the first African na wote akoma de ti akoma foforo so e ma na ye adwuma enipa do se no trani wo mo se no ma ni sibu ano nye se ni doctors no ye wa doctors no wo nurses no wa but akade ye mfidie ni no mu ni bie nti ye se wo ko South Africa oko UK ko hwe no yade enye special doctor bia ne wo na mo mfidie no na ama doctor na ye special enti until say enyansafo beba mema be ya mampanyimfo no ma wunyansa no mo si world class befitting hospital in Sasa National Cathedral no se wonim nyansa ana aye sofo Ghana am na wudi wafudi akire ade ka so kwa hye ominimu aye wa pampamu ta wo na na mabọ ho beti edi eche hallelujah hallelujah because mu konya ba bia mo bagim correction mo wia no modie ade ntutuso dududi abu o ma no mo preaching hu mama Christianity aye say horror movie no mu konya ba bia nka mbakwa ko je no magim sika akase wo ye sofo na nka onim nyansa kebra mampanyi frem a motena ase no kaka jense papa yi yansu ye pese bedum ne bi Nigeria ni so okohwe no yade a ye so ofoka okọ Ghana akohwe no yade instead say ye di be cathedral no de nyankopon kwale ne je ho pa ne se ne ma hoden no mutimi kono mutumi ba no mo som no wono kra ne mu enti ye fancy world class hospital kasia pa bi ni Africa America no ni UK no ne ebetimi na compete ni ye fidie pa ye fidie emfa hu wo sasase we so na afei no ohini bi na be yare a yankase yese nanako South Africa nanako UK president na be yare a on some for taxpayers money emfa ntukwa sa hospital we ne yede ne be ko
ye be boy Ibrahim Mahama baso
nyansa no ama
ye be boy Ibrahim Mahama baso
ye de cathedral and ni yanyi obi onim nyansa mesias kafo bebre na wa Ghana ha wonim se binum kura wo ska che Ibrahim Mahama
obi krase nkade ekwa de nkemfa mamoni ma Ibrahim Mahama
ompe nkurase sembia o kwere no obi a ne box aye ba akopesei e to kurase to aye sa akopesei ana hye no na wotwini nyina no hye no obeka nkwasam de akere no ene hwe nkurase sem a won mo ye wono obi ti se shedon sa shedon yank edia Takisberry yank odibia ke be me na nu atimi atwe no wono shedon wetimi tena social media so because of Ibrahim Mahama ni nua John Mahama nti no aka fo no de akere no shedon fanti comedy we na wuka otra ye kra na nka wakọ bie ye indomie joint enkanya wu ye mu ano no memma na ye indomie joint no wo to wo mo umumu wanimu kra nto wo mo but ye wo memma mo ye bi enti enne no ye nkotie we mama mwie enti ye de nyame asesa finally anu pre na firi wo memma hanom na ekobro ni krom de wo ko ye ni nyina ne se o mo kodane na amana ye air ambulance a be a dim fidia would do a support to life for Edia Semu, and Raw Donny idea, and say when any ambulance a private, there was someone near because she moved a cacao no decorating said the now canon, never pepe. Nyanko Poa or ma Ibrahim Mahama and the papa Yafunu, and the Bama, woman the dia, woman the Yinsen, no no. Send Yanko Pon Nadama, or mamma, a wagan Hanono, Entimi Amubi. Na entimi meka ho no mmebwa na that Ibrahim Mahama niwa yanya ne seso na etia menumie ne de sankwara ne bibeba de nyawote
quick one yenkonko tiewe mra NDC communicator bakwa dinkomo na already ekoso ewo wiase Iran money America ne Israel ntokwa wo mu ko enkomo bebre na ekoso ba quick one wo de yentiewe mra ne yakoba yebewuram na afa ne yabiebiem na edinkomo.
People will be blaming it on basically because your friend is saying the dollar rate was through. But and then because of that stability, we are not experiencing those crises. And then maybe over me shop rice. Oh, you need now a day abafoma Ghana no. They don't have to worry about and maybe 100 Ghana cedis. You be watching na market prices na day. As I said, there's that stability in the system, and the Ghana for na day appreciate. We do acknowledge and recognize say a world crisis is definitely going to affect and then who say and at the pump no full na the akosro kakra but akosro pono with the D11 and kon do 17 cities here. Let's be frank with ourselves. And the government has also shown commitments there because bibia possible to cushion the ordinary Ghanaian. If there is the need for us to look at our taxes, grandpa, they are ready and willing. And they are still negotiating with transport owners in the GPRT. And I believe strongly say somebody is doing something. We are not with Sir Subai, a hand time Subai, so and they are going through the crisis until we don't care. We have taken a responsibility. We have shown concern. We are committed. We are engaging. We are showing the ordinary Ghanaians which as a government we do not have direct control over it. However, this time world crisis are full introduce e-levy. And yes, our time we introduce some nuisance taxes are affecting the ordinary Ghanaian. Can say we actually appreciate what the Ghanaian is going through, and government is still negotiating. Say, baby, say one massage not to yes, and the impact will not be heavy on the ordinary Ghanaian. And I think say that is the way I see a manager any abino. And I totally believe say government is doing the right thing so that the ordinary Ghanaian will have that comfort.
Okay, and come communicate and I'm now be because NPP time. COVID-19, Ukraine and Russia war no ahadria. Ghana for deal matem. But any so about na so the same thing NSA as I say so no almost was started this uncommon but as no dear a taxes I would do NPP at the buy no one fa bi mae eti komodie bebre ekoso amanfo comparison quick one
okay kwakwe sawko records mu na wo check ya during COVID-19 era no that was 2021 to 2023 no NPP introduced 10 to 15 new taxes.
Okay.
Tienie pa 10 to 15 new taxes and ninina because of COVID-19 anaba and until now ban the taxes awodo na odeko no odeko parliament no introduce and munyina na COVID-19 free D levy every year no enti enya COVID-19 health recovery levy eno no at 2021 article 1068 de 1% buy yenya electronic transfer levy e-levy and also 2022 and also sase for 1.5% and buy afenya financial sector recovery levy and also 5% levy and no profit here before tax of bank and afenya energy sector recovery levy and also 20% here yenya sanitation and pollution levy 10%, yenya growth and sustainability levy 2022 to 2023, yenya withholding tax on winning from betting, lottery and game of chances. Yenya yenim tax betting ba yenya ade. Yenya increase of VAT 2023, ye increase VAT no ekwa animu ene ade a enti COVID-19 era no taxes awodo a NPP introduce ye no ebi ne mabobosu. Ene tax be na ban introduce so far. Me new din komo yima no. Tax be na ban introduce so far wonim.
Now so tax be no wa introduce wonim.
Na me bi se wasam na so bi se masam.
South Africa, Ghana de sa.
Dabi nti ye pese be Ghana de sa. Aban ne to be no de aba wonim enam sa ekun ya ekoso.
Ye de to wo mo efra bruche ba no port wo no. Port airport wo.
And no almost more than say 14 years as I say. Omo nya bi da. Nti anya kun yi nti no omo de ye otie ni pa. More than best 14 years ni omo nya bi da. Ti san tax na wo kan enye because of Israel, US and Iran war nti no omo de aba. Nti me ye specific. Catch us during COVID-19 era 2021 to 2023 10 to 15 new taxes and MPP are introduced here. So far me nyangu ba kokra because of this war nti omo de aba. Ma me fa no ntaa kakra me sa aba. De me nua ba yi kan yi. Sa wo pe no kura wo mu. Ene atro wo ma e simple. Because during Ukraine and Russia war no ene ma bibia bo ko soro. Petrol ko soro. Aduane bo ko soro. Na nya se aduane bo ko soro keke. Wo to no ne atum. Wo gina wo no ne atum. Enti se etna wo besi samre ya ke bia nka na me numi nu ke bia ye pese zakre besi agya ye nan ne apagu bi ne de agusu ne asa atete ne de edi ene ko ya petro bo ko ya na kuru kokodu sura ama bibia bo ko so the writer and me no kasa 34th day and the form mako 34 ekon shall say 28th of February and Israel and I say US here and Israel ko ye omko tututuo adigu Iran so 28th and then I 3rd April and yewremu the writer the form mako 34 days and yakwa ye read the second month of this war mu the writer e dia ne atom Ghana hanom apart from fuel no e dia pa na betumi aka se mi ko dwa so amekoto yatum
ensio
ne womatum
na say de ombetu
Mrs. so far dia no womatum nya dia wombetum where your future tense ya ka present tense as the future dia to na nkomo kra ya style bi say ya ensio womatum me bisa womatum
na utia no unnim se pure water on the seas e benada ye yo
na seas
na say den ayetum
ni komota no so ko face aba
o kan say dia me no nya adwi ti no ti on the akabe 4 days pe na yatum enti yemfa nka ho enti
na wode ka ho nyame ya dom na fofo na me ba ni yatum anu aka ho asam ye ka ye detailed asam sisis aka 3 days mu a ebi kura na Yesu beba ne ni anya antum ebi na temu da asi ni anya antum ebi na
ase se de osi di nko kura nkomo
anya nko kura nkomo ne
ene ya de aka ho
yemfa nka ho because sis ne mai until sis ne beduro never reflecting no because sis ne kura nka se duro bi kura de omo ko trance a omo ye ebo opansa omo betum kura bi enu no omo wu na ntumu na anya ama eti yenka na asem ntina me bisa se ena yete hei ade eni atomuo apart from fam wo yentu nsuom yentu bibia mu apart from fuel ye nyina yedim ye koso Strait of Hormuz ene ye untumi fa fam wo mfa ho wa ode be fa wo no na ye Iran foi no ma hye wiem sen no enu nti ama ho kwa atwe ana ama ne bo kosoro apart from that no memu na metoi sa na ye ton no nura ya mi kodwa so de meto bia sa na meto no ye ntu bibia mu ebiem aban mfa to bia mai ti se ye de compare NPP de no ni enne ya yewrami obaga fine and this de no enche na MPP de no shase na sa to we nyina so shase say yi ni tineba because COVID-19 ba ye no 2021 mu 2021 na mu so na
ba on so pa off air
off air then no off air then that be
ensure ya to me who na any power be complain
kwaku
who na any power be complain o
me can say me complain o
wo dia ya manemra not start to ensure
ya hwefo nyina ne me ya adwo unso wo de obo nsem on be ka kire o se o me kan say wa adwo nye ye kan ye third o 16 asem
I me chow say off air no uni ni pansio boy obe complaining.
Me complaining because me to me no nsuo nti nyame adom sis ni dru. Na me betran ma bisa me nsuo ni bo na me nka ho asam.
Say wa o kasa say no edu a wo na be complaining. Me say me complaining ba wo na be complaining. Come on nsuo wan see no wo na be complaining.
Me nya NPP for. Awonya de. Tie me nya NPP for. Mom na mutu mi kasa si an mo abu atan no. Se se yenkodu oni antuma no we ka wasanzen.
O na se ne den so e betum.
Enti twan ne nu oni antum. Twan ne nu ni antum.
We e man komo na.
Anya man komo.
E man komo na wodi.
No.
Ade no wo ye den a ye tum.
Ye antum. Eye sis and eye third. And nam ko ka sis asa.
Sis nu kra Monday ya o.
Na Monday ya dru. Ane fie. Anana memene. Anana me da bi na fie. Wo se me ko ka Monday asem.
Unimu ne ene kra unimu ne.
Ene fie. Wo pese me ko ka Monday.
Me cho se unimu ne.
Na unim ne. Na unim na nka na third nka ba ka se atu nsuom third. Abra wa akro ya so se ye sis.
Me se ye betum.
Enti ya ntum. Kwa ku ye betum ni ya tum no. Entunsu ya dantam no wa. Ya tum. Yeah, but a future when you're present, you don't go there. So someone your bay walking ya. Abusha penny away. And so boy to Umi make Kabiasa Busha bet match to choose your group by politimu. Abon Podia Kosha Frigim, woman uni. Number 2 will be fee. A Buddha on my young Sabi and the Sunday. Me kona me kose bula no na me no bula no na me bum gu me rob na me de fridge na tena me ko aduma na me de kwa enjo be na health che well me be so
na we am expose you big time enso so no dey
enso da bi
odi agro me expose you big time
e dey expose ya ne wo me go fa obire me nkoje aye 2.2
wo ko bu nsuo de agu polity mu e de asa fridge mu de akwa aduma
na na ya dey aye hygienic papa Urie na wonoa noa wo de noa mu
za wonoa
me noa hwa oh kwaku me nsansuo wa bura mu nom straight da because wonim me emoa bebrebe wo mu a me mfa mani hu but wonoa ne hiti ne kakra o mu nyina awu enye sachet water ne yonko ne sansuo no sachet water na o mo sa de nuru bebre sa de afrafra but we aduru bi anim nsuo wo de akaja keke and wo kum mo na wonfo ni hu ni nyina wo wie na de ahye fridge mu na akuluo kwaku nsuo be ni sachet water ne yonko no
ka nsuo ya ebetutumi
tutum na mintimi nta na 15 cities dia me ku adwuma
wo betimi atoba wo nto tie yenka wo betimi ato ama na buru so bato nto
enye mintimi nto nti na mento
na wo betimi ato
because na yiwo beto sachet water 1 city dia mamia na me ku adwuma no na se manum 5 cities me so me num nsuo pa afia me ku adwuma mra na chese 10 manum yenda bia me banum nsuo 10 city no bo so me yesai
na me chese wo betimi ato na se bo so me no 10 city no nyesika bia ma wo
bo so me 10 cities na yesai uti free waka chema aka se
300 cities wo iska ma wo
uti 300 nyesika
me so ya na me expose you big time
no bia o person me miska wo mejayo
so wo enye usika 300 cities yenka
uti 300 free waka chema
yenka na o jai na da ka twan kwa je se Asajina kwa jina dia. Missy no ya me expose you.
No expose. Expose bien we wo.
Na why do you say wa no be dia sene me? Wa no ba be dia. Wa no be dia me expose you.
Za me 10,000 a month kwa na 300 free ma nya 10,000 biem.
Na we ska.
Ei. 300 onim de timi e.
Wo 300 cities e to nsuo komo nsuo anom. Usu.
Minsu na mi wo bi wo fie metimi abudi ma de akwa
wo de fa ajapade na wu abusuafo na be ba fa akodi kwa wo de onya bi ani bi masa numunzio na honto
wo nya de afa ko gina kwa ho na fa tugu so nya de a emfa nya ajapade ko gina kwa ho na tugu na nkokura bom na abehu na yem ehon de be kire wase so osi so na da bia microphone tia na no
amnjo ade ti ajapade ndi obeye but de odi ye hu ye odi ma o kre fili no masa unyeska na de odi to nsuo wan siri kura wo kan wasam se no to be ya odin
magaza me kre di aro me magaza me kra ye di aro have I told
na me cho say de odi to nsuo 300 cities a month usu
because me wo bi wo fie enti me bu no na 300 me de ato de aya de foforo anu so won dia se me wo nsuo ni bi wo fie ensuo ni bi wo fie no ye hygienic because and me no me ya kasa woni ba bi omo sachet water awodo
na se ye kododo
woni ba bi omo sachet water awodo no obinom na anu ba ko bi so omo koche no bola so pe kore ba bi wotu nsuo no
ba ko bi wa ha tank na ne hu nyina efi
kwaku enti so wo abula wo fia
o se nye nsuo bia nso na meto
tinek eche abula no
nye nsuo bia nso na meto
wani atoso na wo wodi akase no woni ba bi omo ye difre kwaku woni na anu me meto dwa se yesi nsuo bi kra wo na da ase na wo fia na ode yo I'm telling you when you na koso enti how would you know say we dey hygienic but the woman me fie ne de ye ni an eto nsuo ne wo fie on ma ye yusuo wo sawo no a wo kumwa no umi bisa enti anu mum ye hygienic kracha de wo bogu rubber no rubber we ya sa de fa fidie mu a hehehe a wo kwa konom no kwaku jai na nya bura yo sachet water yo nko ne bura enti me no an mabubu agu bottom se sa na mbe se 1 cedi pa na 10 cedi a day nsuo nko na mko amedi sai na me fa na afaka sai ti woteka woti di obedie woti nsuo firi mu a boso me nso na sika na he
no ire nya ntokwara
me yiri mi ntimi ni nya ntokwa because on ntimi ne me nko what me ne me nko we don't nti won ti ani kwa so on mi nya ntokwa because you can't hey woni mi me nya ntokwa say enti on to me fight enti ani mi nya ntokwa enti on ntimi ne me nko enti ya nko nso adenti na obi za kwa se no gwaku ade a wuye tie ade a wuye
grade we don't mean nko
adenti na obi za asem no adenti na obi za asem no
o da bi se o yiri nu nya ntokwa bi kura na odifo but o yiri ntimi nkasa
tie wonim asem a ye kan no minim se comment section won bebua se ebia eye pepe na me ye ana se ebia de wo ka no na ye nokre ana de me ka na ye nokre se wo nsuo wo fie na obetimi asabie na wan nkumwa na wo mu nyina na wo de ahye fridge mu a obetimi de akọ adwuma sense obekọ adwuma na wo de anya nsuo ne bo okra wo sika fine nti obekọ akoto nsuo wa abonten anom no kwaku wo mo no bebua wo mo hu de ye hygienic pa
se obetimi anu ade ka nu so ka de
wo hu de ye hygienic pa
obi a wo no a
adenti na aka same no a ezo no a how many minutes ye de no a wo bie gas ya nsuo acha 5 minutes na nsuo a wo de bu mienu bi a sha fridge mu de akọ adwuma no na aben eti how many wo dware kura mpa wo tumi yo how many minutes adwuma mu so kura fridge wo ho wo kọ a wo de akọ sha fridge mu ta ma apẹ no yi no anom enti eno ne sansa she water na ye bi bola so ne ya se wo de afie ebinum no de he na hygienic
ye mfansi
worry asema ka se buza me no na obiza ye worry
se asema mbebusa mebusha wa na wa ase uyi ano na asan digest asem no ntimi nkasa bi
enti adenti kra na wasa woni wo yere ko adenti na wasa woni wo kunukun
o na se ntokwa de den a awarefo de
ntokwa de den a eba but enye ntokwa wasa kwa ye ntokwa ebia misunderstanding ntokwa nko
no me chese ono yire nya kasakasa eden a awarefo de ntimi nkasa wari unu yire nya kasakasa
ende se nkan ma anye fe na nkan ma anka no
na me chese se ono yire nya ntokwa me nya so so yire betuma gina no
enu na
ko kasa ba bro yire de so
ntokwa de ontumi ne me nko bada kasakasa de yeye so what I say there's difference between
otumi okasa bi
adenti no kasa na woni anu
da bi se wo kasa no ba bro no so wakasa o radio so a ma chese ono yiri
adenti na hunsa me kasa beboro me yire so no de ne de amro me so
se argument ba ya na
enti me argument ya me ni yi eye no kura na me ka anya no kura nko yi mabo
ba wo se MPP communicators pa o
asese ndra
mo no den
anya me ma no na de wo mo de anoden ni jimie o mu bi anoden ni jimie oni fat no wakasa but nsema me no kan sam de fat agu I'm telling you me de fat agu ebula ana matu ene nsuo no onza ebula nkra de wo ni hu ehu de wom ene nsuo no mutu na machine no de be shefom se na atu awu hu de be nsuo no kra firi ba but wo bula de wo gina so
na bula no wankasa na utu wa de
ai ebula no gina so sei utimi hwem se no
na me chese wa na utu wa de
enti ne hygienic na
anye se wo fa obi no tu yo wa na de aso ne niam na utisim na utu na utu ye uye abusua wie no 70 mu
mi ami wo pampan na wo bula no mu eni obi kra dem ko fa na bonte no abene ne aguma don so agum no de akọ
wie no san to so ono a de seme na wo ye de ye
me ye de ye ko school no technical kakra ye ko suan no eno na me apply
ono akaza tunabura
eno angaza na me apply enti me wo sanso we wo fie na me se ya to nsuo mu bo so me 300 abra me get 300 na etimi ye bibi foforo no me de 300 no metimi de didi best 2 weeks
Miguel because to cement
dabi 300 metimi de didi best 2 weeks 2 weeks crabable because me koto me one royal umbrella na 140 Oti free 300 ma akatu
umbrella wa umu no yesi enhye dante so sa
oh ya te so me bia me ton 140 na me ton
like nurse
no say na Akuffo ad person 150 bi no kra na mo ton 160 and na kra store ba ko bia wa me ho kra wa de 160 still but me bia me ton wo ko adumu a de ne bo den kra na 450 to atiase enti me ton wa me to a aka say aka 160 metimi di bia ka banku metimi di bia ye nkwan adi bia ye stew di ahye fridge mu ti metimi ye dia bro 2 weeks e bebo na me dia tonzu anom bozo me abra me wonsu wo fie a metimi anu abubu ahye wo de adwa dam di mbeba nsu ama noa mebu ahye fridge mu na bo machie na me de ko adwuma mu ni beba ba kire
quick one ya mfa nsi a emwa erimasi